to do more to defeat the enemy.
Gameplay first.
Enemy sighted.
Right balance.
This is a great day for our nation.
No pay to win. Download Panzerkampf now.
And hello, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm your host, A2Cade. We made it. We're here. It's Friday. First of the month. All right. Let's kick off, and we're going to do some Panzerkampf, as you can see. And we'll see what kind of chaos and hijinks we can get into today. And we'll go from there. So kick your feet up, relax. Those of you that are enjoying your weekend already, hey, enjoy it. Those of you that are, ticking down the clock until, you're punching out at work to have your weekend, hey, thank you for hanging out with us. And, don't worry, just turn down the volume and hide your phone or your tablet from your boss. And we'll get you through. All right, folks, let's go. Hey, Indestructible, how's it going, buddy? So let's see what kind of chaos we can get into. You know what? Let's start off with the Tiger. It's always a good tank to start off with. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. And we got Opava to start off with. Tradition seems to be live. It's almost like every Friday we start off with Opava. So it's all good. I just came from Gigawatt. He was like 110.11% sure that Steam release would be in August. Sounds pretty accurate from the information that I've gotten, and from what Panzerkampf themselves have put out. I think they're expecting a Steam release this month. I think the initial thought was around mid-month when they're going to release it, but fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll get out this month, and there won't be any delays or hiccups or any issues, and it'll be good to go. Because I think it'll help bring an influx of players in, and I think that'll be good overall. It's definitely going to change the game, and I think a lot of people, to be honest, might not be prepared. Because let's be honest, people play a lot different than bots. So I anticipate the battle difficulty is just going to increase. But that's fine. You'll adjust, and it should make things more interesting. A little bit more dynamic. But we'll see how it goes.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt.
I will say, I was speaking to Gigawatt earlier. New and more real players are good. Yeah, no, for sure, I agree. I was speaking to Gigawatt earlier in his stream. He was streaming something else. So I guess it was morning, noonish for him. But it was like super early for me. I hadn't gone to bed yet. So I was like, all right, I'll hang out with you for a bit. Try and, get tired and, finally put my head to bed. But anyhow, squirrel brain's taking over right now. we were just chatting it up, and I kind of have to agree. There seems to be something with the aiming. I've noticed it for a while, probably a lot longer than maybe he's noticed it, or I don't know, but I know way prior to his post in regards to it. But yeah, I was kind of like, okay, hey, something seems to be off with the aiming here. Like, just shots that I was normally making on the regular just didn't seem to wanna go. And I wasn't sure, you know what I mean? If it was me or just things had been adjusted, and at the end of the day, I'm glad it's just the game was adjusted versus it being a me issue. Um, Simply in that it's easily explainable. I can be like, okay, look, this is the reason, and kind of be like, okay, we're good with that. But yeah, I used to make turret ring shots like easy peasy, and from distance too. Like I felt my accuracy. Um, I felt like my accuracy, to me at least, was a very strong point in my game, and kind of allowed me to perform at a level that I feel like I'm not at right now. Um, and it allowed me to kind of tangle with the what I would consider the more elite players. Um, but now I have to be honest, I second guess, and I'm like, it just gives me that moment of pause. It's like, okay, is this shot going to go through, or am I going to get a bounce again? And you know, those kind of things can affect you as a player, especially when you're going into, like, at least for me, like an accuracy slump. Yeah, and it seems, I notice it's laggy on Opava sometimes, depending on like where I am on the map. But at least for me, going from somebody who could like just make shots, like just bang, 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 rapid, you know, uh, highly accurate shots with ease. Like, honestly, if you go and look at some of my VODs from like 2 months ago, like some of the shots I was making with my accuracy were just like, it was just like, wow. And now I just, it doesn't feel the same to me. And, that affects you as a player because, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, can I do this? Whereas before I was like, yeah, it didn't really matter too much who was in front of me. I felt like I had a shot, you know what I mean? To now where it's kind of like, oh, I hesitate a bit more, and I can tell that costs me a lot. So it's just, I don't know. Like, if you take something that you're used to kind of having or being, like, it's like a skill set, and all of a sudden that skill set's not where it was. I guess the closest thing I can equate it to, it'd be like sport. You know what I mean? Like, so like if you're playing, for us we call it soccer, but for Europeans you guys call it football. But you imagine like somebody like Messi or Ronaldo who's just like scoring goals left, right, and center, and then all of a sudden, they just doesn't seem like they can. You know what I mean? They're in that slump. You know what I mean? And for us over in North America, it's like baseball. Like, you know, you're hitting the ball well, and you know, you're seeing the ball, and you know, everything's just great. And then all of a sudden it's just, you know, like pop out, strike out, and you're just like, oh. So you get in those slumps, and it affects you as a player. So I think I kind of have that same thing going on now. But you know, you just got to push through it. All right, here we go with the jumbo in 3, 2, 1, battle. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things I've noticed. And I don't know exactly when it really changed, but I know for sure it was prior to this current update. And I think it was maybe about halfway or just before this update came out. I think maybe 2 weeks before this update came out that I started to feel like that. I'm like, okay. And I was telling McGandy, I'm like, dude, something's off. Like, I'm not hitting my shots. I distinctly remember that during a stream and playing with him, and I'm like, dude, like, there's something's off. So from then till now, it's kind of like, okay. And I haven't really noticed, like, between when I first noticed to like now, I haven't really noticed a drastic change. You know what I mean? It's more of like, okay, well, it's the same issue that I've had. The only thing I can honestly say that I've seen would be that little bit of aim lag where you're like, the yellow triangle's here and you're trying to bring it over here, and the circle takes forever to get there, or it's like it just hangs. But I asked Gigawatt, I asked him, you know, how he feels about the this new battle mode, and he's not a fan of it at all. He's not a fan of it. And I think part of it is tied in with the aiming. I think if the aiming was where it was, you know, let's say at you know, 299 or early 300, I think he'd be all right. But I understand the frustration, like, especially if you're used to playing in a certain tank against certain tanks, and then all of a sudden now you're, you know what I mean? You're thrown in this crazy mix, and it's like, ugh. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, there's been a post made on it. People have voiced their opinion on it and kind of said, okay, hey, you know, there's something's up here. Nikes. I guess the only thing we can hope for is hopefully, you know, whatever setting they had for the aiming, you know, hopefully it's not gone to the point where they can't, I guess, restore it if they wanted to. What am I? Yeah, see right there, that before I used to make that shot and hit the turret ring steady. Now it's kind of like oh my god, even there.
Our fight is over, and we have won.
So just little accurate shots like that I used to make on the regular. And now I'm not, and I don't know why. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it's me or if it's because, you know, something's up with the aiming. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be quick to say, oh, it's the aiming, it's the aiming, it's the aiming, and use it, you know, as a crutch or kind of, you know, an excuse. And I'm not saying anybody else is, just from my perspective, my point of view. Like, I just don't want to take the easy answer and just be like, it's, you know, it's this, you know, without truly evaluating it. But, you know, we'll see. Okay, dailies are done. We got our freebie, which was the 1,000 gold today. So we're good to go. Okay, let's see here. What do we want to play? Let's take the Pershing out. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. So I don't know. The game mode, like this game mode that they have right now with the mixed tanks, it's interesting. But I figured, in all honesty, I figured they're probably gonna go back to the way it was originally, and maybe potentially having this as an optional. Because the majority of people, you know, that like the game mode, they want it as an option, not as a permanent thing. They'd rather the OG mode be permanent and then this being optional. And even the people that don't like it, you know, that's their stance as well. I haven't heard anybody say, oh, you know, like completely scrap it, get rid of it, like remove it. It's just have it as an optional mode, so that way, hey, if you want to play it, you can. If you don't, then you don't. Which I think is it's good. I personally, at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. It just makes the battles more interesting, to be honest with you. It makes it harder. It ups that difficulty level. But I mean, I agree. Having it as an optional mode isn't going to hurt anybody. It'll give people a chance that want to play it, they can play it. People who don't want to play it, they don't have to. And I think that's a good thing overall. You kind of don't want to be rigid to the point where, you know, you're just jamming things down, you know, people's throats and going, okay, hey, this is how you got to play it. But also on the same token, I don't want them to be afraid to try new things, because if you don't try anything new, you never know, right? You don't know what's going to be like that next kind of hit where everybody's like, oh wow, this is awesome. You know what I mean? And I'd hate to see that happen to them, or they feel like, you know, the response they got from this I guess, experiment kind of ruined it for him. As a CC, it's making sync drop diff. Yeah, and I think that's part of the problem as well. You know, I think honestly, I think if they brought this mode out and had platoons being a thing, I don't think. I think people would probably be a lot more receptive to it than not. Right? Because trying to do sync drops in the meantime, which was kind of our workaround for not having platoons, by kind of not having that, yeah, I think, you know, people are used to it. They like it. You know, I noticed, you know, like, at least my viewers, you know, they enjoyed coming in and teaming up and playing, and, you know, and I enjoyed it too. It was great to interact with the community like that. Honestly, it made the streams go by so much quicker. You know, I'd be there playing, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, oh yeah, you know, your 3 hours is up, and I'm like, what? It's been 3 hours already? And I think there was a couple of times we were just having fun, so we kept going. I think we did, what, 4 or 5 hours? So, I get it. Tag, you're it, Taurus. Oh no, I'm not taking that bait. Yeah, I'm going to go up on the hill where I'm going to lose gun depression. Yeah, no, thank you, sir. That's it. And you're out of there. There we go. The tuning will be only for 2 people. I think I mean, I knew you were coming in. GG, well played as well. I knew you wanted me to go over that hill where I'd lose gun depression. I'm like, nope. nope, not taking that bait. Oh, I've been bing bonged way too many times where I've gotten, greedy and done that, and I've been deleted. So I learned that lesson real quick. But hey, bravo on the fight. It was good. I'm honestly I'm glad that it could have went either way. But yeah, I like the thought process that you had there. You were trying to bait me into it, and then when you realized I didn't take the bait, then you were like, oh shit, okay, I got to do something. Yeah, good decision. Oh yeah, no, I knew that's what you were doing, and then when I saw the panther, I'm like, oh, he's gonna bait him up over the hill, and Panther's gonna lose gun depression, and then boom, he's out. And sure as hell, that's what happened. And then when I saw you sitting there waiting, I'm like, okay, he thinks I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm like, yep, yeah, no. I'm like, nope, I'll just wait. And then when I saw you, coming over and then back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to make a rough shot. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go APCR. I'm like, I'm not gonna get the damage, but at least if I get a pen, I'm like, if I can get the pens, then we'll be all right. So GG. Hey, Johnny Thunder. I think, but with the platoons, I understand why it's only 2, because there's only 8 tanks on each side. So can you imagine, like you as a player coming into the game and then you're running into platoons of like 4 people? Where, I mean, okay, so for example, imagine it would, just we'll throw out some quick names. Could be like Extreme, Barbarossa, Medius, and I don't know, just throw anybody else in there. So Taurus, for example, you get those 4 players in on one team, all in a platoon together. I mean, can you imagine coming across that? Like I kind of had a little bit of a preview of that. I had, was it Thraxio, Taurus, and there was Andra, and we were in Opava, and oh yeah, trust me, they made me pay real quick for a mistake I made. I over committed, and then just boom, not even 15 seconds later I was out. So I think my battle lasted all about a minute tops. So I mean, yeah, just got home from triple bypass surgery, so next 4 to 6 weeks of rest. Oh shit. Well, congrats that you're home and you got through it. And yeah, I would definitely take the advice on that 4 to 6 weeks of rest. Definitely do that. Yeah, you don't want to do anything to elevate your blood pressure or anything like that. So yeah, definitely take the breaks for sure. I see that in the mornings. Yeah. So I mean, can you imagine Indestructible like that being a permanent thing where you can just click platoon and you have that and you run into that steady? Because let's be honest, there's certain people that play at certain tiers all the time. So I mean, can you imagine every time, for example, you rolled into a tier 9 battle, that's what you were facing? Or every time you got into a tier 8, that's what you were facing? Like you'd get pretty frustrated and you get pretty tired of it quick. So it would create an unfair balance to the matches, to be fair. Because even in World of Tanks, and they've got 16 on a side, I think the most platooned, I think you only get 3 even then. So even with double the size, you get 1 extra person. So, it's a pain in the butt. I get it. Right. But there's always going to be somebody left on the outside. It seems like it doesn't matter. And I mean, even if they gave you you could create like a full platoon of 8 people, sooner or later, somebody's just going to have to sit out and rotate, right? You know, rotate between, okay, well, you go this battle, I'll go the next one. And you know, it's just, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There's really, I don't think there's really any way that you're going to win 100% of the time on that one. Because everybody, you can't, it's one of those things you just can't make everybody happy. There's nothing you can do about it. I got up tiered from an 8 into 3 players, Tiger 2. Yeah. So, but I mean, imagine that more often than not. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm done. You'd be like, yeah, I'm out. I might as well go to, you know, World of Tanks and get my ass handed to me with RNG and +2 matchmaker and all the other BS that they got going on there. Pay to win OP tanks. You know, tiered loot boxes, the whole niner, right? So, I mean, I get it. You know, it kind of makes sense because, I mean, if you have 8 people on a team, you can potentially fit 4 platoons per match on each side. So it's not bad. I mean, it's not perhaps what everybody wants, but it's better than nothing. Because let's be honest, what do we have now? We've got nothing. And it's not to say that once we get the platoons, if they go back to the OG mode, there's nothing to say that you can't do sync drop-ins as well. So yeah, it's just one of those things. All right, let's go with the Panther 8. Here we go in a 3, 2, 1 battle. And we get Opava again. So, you know, as a CC, I have to admit, sometimes it is hard because I have to look at both sides of the coin. I'm looking at it from a player standpoint, and I'm looking at it from the developer standpoint. You know what I mean? I'm going to be more towards the player base than you know, developer, to be honest with you, because I'm a gamer, I'm a player, you know, as well. So, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander kind of thing. But on the same token, if there's something reasonable or logical, it kind of can't argue against it. You just kind of have to be like, okay, well, makes sense. I might not like it, but makes sense. Cool. Okay. Let's go find another hill to fight our battle on and maybe die on besides this. And I mean, I'm trying to make a game for everybody. It's dude, that's difficult as shit. Because honestly, you're not gonna make everybody happy no matter what you do. And sometimes even if you give everybody exactly what they want, then they're not happy with it in the end anyway. I've seen that happen. Oh, nice shot. Set him on fire. Let's see if I can... Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Got him.
on it.
Got him. Bots. All right, 79,000. So we're making some good profit so far. All right, let's bust out our IS-1. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. El Alamein. Anybody else? I don't know if it's this update that came out. I thought it was this update, but anybody shoot the birds on this map? Anybody, actually hit one? And because I guess you were supposed to be able to shoot them and you'd get rewarded for it. So I assume silver, but I'm just curious if anybody's actually done it. No luck so far. Yeah, same here. Like, maybe I'll try it in a Luch.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Мы подбиты.
One more and we got him.
Танк противника уничтожен.
APCR. Yeah, I'm blocking your APCR. How you like them grits?
Мы подбиты.
Oh, come on, gun.
Мы подбиты. Мы подбиты. Противник обнаружен.
Alright, dude, I'm not gonna spend all damn freaking match. You wanna sit there, go ahead. Shot missed.
У нас серьезное повреждение. Наш танк в критическом состоянии.
How the fuck didn't that go through? Bot. Probably a bot. Definitely a bot. Bots. All right, let's see here. Go 3485. All right, in 3, 2, 1, battle. Alamein.
Вперед! Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Танк противника уничтожен. Мы подбиты. Цель уничтожена. Мы подбиты. У нас серьезное повреждение. Танк противника уничтожен. Наш танк в критическом состоянии.
Fucking gun bounce bullshit. What? Oh my God. You're gonna... Why am I getting horrible bots right now? Like, for real.
Мы победили.
Unbelievable. I don't know what he was doing. I sincerely hope this is a bot. It's just... Why would you shoot at a KV2, pen him after he's shot, and then back off? It's crazy. Hey, how's it going? Everything's going the gigawatt. How are the matches? Hey. Welcome in, everybody. Moin. Wrong bed. There you go. So, yeah, I know what you mean, gigawatt with the aim. There's just, yeah. And not even so much the... like the aim lag you see on sometimes on Radix and Opava. Just, I don't know. I've just noticed like shots I used to make regularly. They're just, yeah. I'm just getting bounce after bounce after bounce after bounce, and it's just like, are you kidding me? So yeah, you have great news. Well, I know the Steam's coming out, and they had initially announced mid-August, towards the end of August. So
Let's go.
we'll see. Next patch is next week. Oh, there we go. Maybe they'll put the aiming back. They'll put the aiming back, and they'll put this as this current game mode as optional. Make everybody happy again. They implement the aiming thing? Okay. The Egg Tiger for the win. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure. In the next patch. I'll trust me, I know as soon as they announce that, you were probably jumping for joy.
Enemy sighted.
Bet he was happier than if Germany won the World Cup.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Egg Tiger. Odd that they went from the top down when they said earlier they were going to go from like the lower tiers up. So I thought they were going to bring, you know, tier 3 and 4 next, but they went 8, 9. Which to me is surprising because a lot of people are saying that the King Tiger is pretty strong. So Imagine King Tigers and Yag Tigers rolling on the battlefield together. That's not going to be good. You know, I can just see the forums just lighting up right now. This is OP, that's OP. It seems to be par for the course. Everything they bring out, people are like, yeah, and they bring it out, and then they're like, no. Oh well, what are you gonna do? But hopefully the matches were good. Yeah, no, it's true. You can't kiss everybody's ass. If you kissed everybody's ass, then hey, all you would taste was Shiza. Oh my god. Tier 2 Jagdpanzer's OP as well on its tier, but why not? Oh, the Martyr? The Martyr 1, I mean, the thing about the Martyr 1 is the gun is really, really good. But I think it needs it at that tier. The armor's not great, but the gun is what makes it, you know, as strong as it does. But you kind of need that against, you know, like for example, the M3 Lee or anything else, because the Luch and the Panzer II, I see people playing that still, like, they think they can snipe in it, and it's like, you can't play those tanks that way, but people still do it. So you need the Martyr with the gun as strong as it is to push, so that way the Luch and the Panzer II can you know, have a chance at rushing up against on those tanks, and that's where they shine, up close. I threw that shot away. Come on. So yeah, if you play against two Luchas, you have no chance. Yeah, well, it depends if they play it properly. Yeah, if they're trying to like snipe with it, then no. Like I see so many people, like, for example, on like, if you used Opava, for example, they'll literally try to like shoot halfway across the map and snipe with it, like you could with, you know, a Sherman or an M3 Lee or a Chaffee, you know what I mean? Like any other tank. And they're there shooting, and you get maybe one shot out of like 10 that maybe hits. And it's like they keep doing that, and I'm like, oh. But you're right. If you get two Luchas in close, side by side, you know, on the M3 Lee, you know, coming from either side, M3 Lee's pooched. No matter what it does, it's cooked. And that's kind of what I try to explain to people. I go, like, the M3 Lee, the frontal armor on it, yeah, it's strong. But hey, Life Gaming, the M3 lead, like I was saying, the frontal armor on it's strong, but if you can get in behind it, it can't turn, you know, as quickly as other tanks. So you're going to tear it up. And that's the secret. You got to get in close on it. If you allow the M3 lead to sit back and just snipe all day, it's going to be like a martyr. It's just going to tear you up and there's nothing you can do about it. But, you know, as they say, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? But no, it's going Life Gaming. How are things with you? So let's see here. What are we gonna go with? Let's go with Panther. All right, in 3, 2, 1, battle. We got Radix. Like literally, I see it time and time again. Like people are up by this and they're trying to like snipe over here with the Luch, or they're over in this field with the Luch trying to shoot snipe over here. Or they're on that hill on the right there trying to snipe across. And it's just like, what are you doing? I don't honestly, I could just take any tank I'm in, park it sideways to them so they have a full broadside and I wouldn't worry. I'm probably going to bounce, you know, any shot they do hit, or they're just going to miss it outright. So I don't worry. And if they do get a hit, it's like what, 9 hit points? I'm like, yeah, okay. And it's, you see it time and time again. Every time I get into those low tiers, I see it all the time, and I just shake my head. And I'm like, why? I'm like, they tell you in the Discord, don't do that. I mean, I've said it on my stream. I'm sure you've said it on your stream. You know, pick anybody that streams this game. I'm sure they've all said the same thing. Don't try to snipe with the Luch. It's just not going to work. Use the speed, the mobility of the tank. Get in behind them or beside them and then light them up. Now, one thing I have noticed since this game mode's come out, and I've played quite a few battles in it now, that I'm in a tier 8 and it's like I'm the only tier 8 versus like a bunch of tier 7s. So either you're facing a bunch of tier 7s or you're facing like a bunch of tier 9s. And you're like the low tier. So it's a pain in the butt. I'm okay. Just got in from work about 30 minutes ago. One of the kids is playing trucking on my PC. All right, on. I finished the Iowa event while I was watching Gigawatt stream earlier this morning. Only took me a couple hours and I got it done. I was watching Gigawatt get blown up. I think, as I said, he was playing the other tank game. And I think it was a Jagdpanther. Just looked like it came over the hill and one-shotted him. Because all I seen was his tank blow up and then Gigawatt just started to bust out laughing and I'm like, okay. I'm like, bing bong. I remember those days in Watt. You're there, you're like, oh, this is good. Then all of a sudden a rando shot comes out of nowhere. Ammo racks you, and boom, you're done. Back to the garage. And then you have artillery. It just seems like it picks you out and sections you out and just is relentless. I have to admit, I'm glad there's not arty in this game. If there's artillery in this game, people would probably lose their shit. Well, yeah. Still got something to do. Probably do this weekend. Right on. Ooh, 90,000. We're making some good profit here today, boys. This is crazy. Okay. If there's any tank anybody wants to see, let us know. You guys pick it and we will stick it. Let me see here. Okay. There we go. For all my German speakers out there, I ordered the boys to stand down and not respond to a call. We're not pet rescue. Ooh. Yeah, but I mean, you know, let's be honest. All the little grandmas out there with their cats in the tree. It's kind of a cliche, but yeah, I hear you. Out of all the calls you could take, yeah. But sometimes the boss will tell you to do it because it's, you know, it's good PR for the fire service and the station. You know, got to take those photo ops for the nightly news, right? Okay, IS-1. Here we go. In a 3, 2, 1, battle. So, Giggle, how many hours have you streamed today? I'm just curious because I know you do your regular stream, and then you'll do like the official Panzerkampf stream. So I'm just curious, like, how many hours are you putting in a day?
Поехали.
Let's go. Gigawatt's probably pouring himself a nice cold beer right now. I just told the new guy, get the 4x4. I'm going to see what you can do. Not sending the whole team just for that. No, I hear you.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен.
But then if you do get a call, you're down one guy. So
Противник обнаружен.
kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I suppose it's easier to give up one guy than, you know, a
Противник обнаружен.
whole squad.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен.
Oh no, I thought I could pin him. Don't want to go over the hill because gun depression's not going to be my friend.
Мы подбиты. Уничтожена.
All right, what do we got over here? Oh, scheiße.
Танк противника уничтожен. Мы подбиты.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Танк противника уничтожен.
Let's see. Hey, McGandy. How's it going, buddy? Come on, come on. Couple more shots. Should have waited.
У нас серьезное повреждение.
Spending too much time fighting these tanks. Ugh. Yeah, I knew it. 27,000 in ammo. Oh my god. Yeeks. All right. Let's see here. So we've done all those bing bongs. Let us do. Let's do the pain in the ass. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but all right, here we go. Panzer III in a 3, 2, 1 battle. You know, living the dream, as they say. Just trying to take it one step at a time, one day at a time. So, not much I can do. Just keep applying, and applying, and applying, and applying, and you know, just hope by some miracle somebody calls. Anyway, that game you were on about the other day on Discord, you planning to play it? I mean, it all depends. If it's free to play, then yeah. If it's not, well, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's an interesting game. I mean, I would like to, but you know. When it comes, you know, to things in the pocketbook area now, I definitely have to be a lot more onto the no side than the yay side. It's disappointing because there was already something something I wanted, and I mean I could have. But then I'm like, yeah, no. I'm being selfish, and I'm, you know, putting foolish wants over needs. Oh my god, I threw that shot away. So, I mean, like I said, not normally my cup of tea, but it does look interesting. I mean, I would like to play it. That's right, solve one problem at a time, yeah. Looks different. Don't think it's my type of game. No, I mean, that's what I mean. I mean, it does seem like if you're into like Dark Souls or like Lies of P and stuff like that, that's definitely up your alley. Hands down, that's definitely your cup of tea. I mean, while it's you know, or Ghost of Tsushima, like while it's not really my cup of tea, I mean, I can't lie and say that the combat on it doesn't look interesting. Like just the fluid you know, kind of movements that you have with attacks that you can string together. Jesus. Okay, they need to fix this with the bots. This is just ridiculous. And the oh, just drive away bullshit. No, it don't work for me. It's called fix your shit. Yeah, we'll try it. Free. I wouldn't go out of my way to spend money on it. No, like that's what I mean. Like, hopefully they give you, you know, a trial where you can try it, and then, you know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully, hopefully if they give you a decent enough trial, it'll be worth it, and you'll be like, okay. But I just, yeah, I don't know. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, battle. Hopefully, when popular, hopefully they take them out just player on player. Well, the Steam release is coming out next patch, which is supposed to be next week, so we'll see. I mean, I don't think you'll truly ever get rid of them 100%. But as the player base grows, I think you'll see less and less. But you know, on certain hours of the day, you're gonna see it. I mean, no matter what you do, you're gonna see it. I mean, because you figure, okay, even in the EU region, you know, when the player base goes to sleep, you know what I mean? You might see an increase in bots. You know, unless the NA side picks up the slack. Which, to be honest with you, I mean, you know, just from a population standpoint, I don't think we could. Because, I mean, even if you took, what, the population of Canada, the US, what, you've got arguing, give or take, for argument's sake, let's say you got 450 million. So I'm sure the EU has more than 450 million people. And that's if everybody is playing it out of the 450 million. what on... Okay. But, you know, like I said, when you get more players in the game, you'll see them less. I will admit that the bots are better, like a lot better now than when I first started playing. But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done on them. Oh, you bastard. Just north of 2100. Yeah. Crappy battle. Could have been better. Should have been better, but yeah. And then there's a Luca 50. All right. The guy just came back from heart surgery. Let's not get him riled up. Let's not get that. No, let's not get him riled up. He actually came in today and he was like, oh yeah, I just, came off of triple bypass surgery. Need 4 to 6 weeks to rest up. I'm like, let's not get this guy going. Oh my God. Oh, Haluka 53. That's hilarious. Oh, I still remember that. The guy just came in and just dropped that. He says, yo, this dude needs to get banned. Haluka 53. And I'm like, why? What did he do? Like, what's... And then, we have no idea. And then we found out ourselves. And we're like, okay. So, yeah. Basically, no region. Just have them matchmaker search global, and that will be the best way. Well, that's what they do now, Live Gaming. There's no, like with the server, there's no, EU, NA. It's all just one. And the server's in, I believe, in Germany. So, I mean, me being all the way over in Canada, I'm getting, pretty damn good connection. So I do have to tip my hat to that. You know what I mean? So you figure with the distance, it kind of makes me laugh because, you look at Watt and it's just kind of like, oh. Anybody who knows who lives in one particular region and plays in the other region, your ping is shit. And it's just like, oh. But I will say, knock on wood, so far so good. I mean, Panzerkampf is kind of showing how it's done. So yeah. I mean, have to tip my hat to them on that. Go with the jumbo. 3, 2, 1, battle. I don't even know why I'm counting in. It's not like you guys can really sync drop anymore as much as you used to, but I guess it's habit. So, yeah. Thank you. Time for the M3 Lee for ages. Oh. M3 Lee. Yeah. Just careful you don't get bing bonged by a martyr. You have to watch out for those martyr ones. Their guns are pretty deadly from distance. And as long as you can keep the Luches and the Panzer IIs at distance, you'll be all right. Oh, yep.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, so this is what happened when I was playing with Taurus, Andra, and Thoraxio. I was like the only one on this side. I came here, and they were like, all three of them were in here. And they just tore me a new one.
Enemy sighted.
They didn't even kiss me or take me out for dinner first. They just broke it off raw with rock salt. As Barbarossa said before, there's no time for romance, just give me that ass. Oh, he missed. What? Again, 2100 plus. We're not breaking 2200 again. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You don't want it to shoot, you'll be half dead. Yeah. Well, the only thing with the Martyr is just the lack of armor, but like at distance, you might be able to bounce some shots, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, it can bounce some shots. Not often, but it can. And then, like I said, if you can just, if you give the Martyr space and time, yeah, it'll light your team up real quick. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we'll go Panther again. Feeling the Panther right now. Braddock's. So we'll see. Oh, but if folks are wondering what game I was referring to with Life Gaming, it was Phantom Blade Zero. I guess it's an upcoming game that they dropped the trailer for. So if you're into like Liza P or Ghost of Tsushima, you know, Dark Souls, you know, stuff like that. Maybe Exhibition 33, like that kind of combat. Then that might be your cup of tea. But hey, if you like tank games, then, you know, you can come on down to panzerkampf.net, download this for free, and play it.
Gegner gesichtet.
I don't think you can beat better than free.
Gegner gesichtet.
Let's see if we can cut these guys off over here.
Gegner gesichtet.
One more good shot. There we go.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt.
Into the dirt. Are you kidding me? Come on, come on.
Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt. Wir sind triumphieren.
I couldn't see him, just blind shooting. Hoping one would have went through, but yeah. There we go. Now we're back up. 2,900. A little bit better. Ooh, one more and we get promoted. All right, let's bust out Pershing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, battle. And we get Opava again. We seem to be getting a lot of Opava. Like, I don't know what you guys are seeing in your matches, but I mean, just a lot. I'm seeing like a lot. Damn it, Eden. This chill, the wife cooked. The chili, the wife cooked. Now I feel like I'm tired, and I think I have to. Should put some booze in there.
Let's go.
Maybe should put some gravel. Who knows? Some sleeping meds. That's what happens. You get a full belly and you're comfortable, and all of a sudden, you know, just
Enemy sighted.
you're only doing dailies. Oh, you mean the Panzerkampf dailies? It doesn't take you that long to get them done. I think the most you have is, I think, the 5 battle one.
Enemy sighted.
But for the most part, it doesn't take me longer than about an hour. Depends on which one it is. But yeah, sometimes as little as one match, and then sometimes it's half an hour, but never really longer than an hour, which is nice considering, you know, other tank games it's like you're just there. As Gigawatt, he'll tell you, trying to do like, was it front lines, you're there for like hours and hours and then days. And some of your dailies turn into like, you know, 2 days. I really should be switched to APCR if I don't make this shot. Yep, this is just bullshit. Oh, now I make the turn ring shot when I'm using APCR. Fucking bot move. There you go. Don't feel too good, does it, bot? They need to put like TK damage in. Guarantee you to start every match, everybody just blow up the bots. Screw you, Lannisters.
over, and we have won.
Surprised that shot in the rear didn't set his engine on fire. Ugh. $32.68 deflected. Jeebus. It's insane. Hey, we got promoted. Yay. Staff Sergeant level 1. We get our little bar. Oh no, we're on 204. Okay. So another 2 and then we move up. Well, technically 3, but whatever. It is what it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Getting the gold. Hey, I mean, it's free gold. Shit, why not? Exactly. Shinies. What do you expect with Wargaming? At this point, fuck all. Dude, I completely uninstalled that shit, and I'm just like, oh. Honestly, I feel so much better. 15 times top 10 for a free tier 2 tank. Well, I mean, if you're a tank collector, right? I guess, you know, you do what you got to do. Simple sense on them. They know to stop doing it. Yeah, but they're not going to. I mean, think about it. Let's be realistic. And thank you, McGandy. Thank you. I appreciate it. They make like $1 billion a year on microtransactions. So all those loot boxes, the tanks, and all the other, you know, BS that they sell and you know, promote, they're making $1 billion a year. So if you're a company and you've got, let's say, a game out, and you know what? God, how long is the game? I think the game's been out almost 15 years, give or take. So you figure a game that's 15 years old, over the last, argument's sake, let's say the last 5, you've made $1 billion a year. Are you really going to stop? Or are you going to double down on it? And that's what they've done. They've doubled down on it. I don't blame them. I mean, you know, you're at the end of the day, you're a business. You know what I mean? If people want to buy, people want to buy. But the funny thing is the people that complain about it, and then 2 seconds later you see them in the store, just, you know, they're you know, just shoveling out the money for it. And it's just like, well, you know, if you're paying for it and you're buying it and supporting it with your wallet, then you kind of can't really complain about it. Because, you know, at the end, you're kind of the problem. Whereas if nobody bought it and nobody supported it, they wouldn't bring in as much, and then all of a sudden they'd have to stop and go, oh, wait a minute. We're not bringing in as much coin now, so what do we do? Right? So that's the only way it's going to make them stop. So, and it's not just with, you know, Wargaming, it's just any gaming company out there in general. I mean, you know, it's not cheap to develop a game. I mean, you know, people think it is, you know what I mean? But I mean, you even look at certain indie games, there's a cost, right? Some, you know, obviously a lot more than others. You know, like Concord and all these other games that are just like, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars down the tubes. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all business. They're all there to make profit. And if they're not making profit, well, they'll shut it down. So I think at the end of the day, I think the answer is just finding a level of monetization that people are okay with. And to be honest, the majority of people that I see and have a take on, you know, like microtransactions and stuff like that, they're like, as long as it's like to cosmetic items, like an outfit or, you know, a skin or something like that, you know, people are like, okay, cool, yeah, no problem. You want to support the devs, you know, there's a cool skin you like, sure, have at her. But, you know, when you start making OP exclusive things, or like, you know, what they're doing with the tiered lock boxes and shit like that, that's where people get turned off. But it's funny because, you know, people are complaining about it now, but I'm like, okay, well, where was all this people when EA was doing it for years with their fucking, you know, EA Sports? It's in the game. Pick one. Madden, NBA, MLB, FIFA. Dude's still lined up, you know, to go out and buy FIFA 2026. Even though they've got the last 10 years of them and nothing's changed. Save a couple of, you know, roster changes and shit like that. I'm like, dude, you can download an updated roster. But, you know, and trust me, there's one company out there that I know of that, I mean, trust me, if you pick a company that does microtransactions that you think you're appalled with, trust me, Scopely will be like, oh yeah, hold my beer. Scopely's a mobile game developer. Like, you've seen the ads for it on Facebook or whatever. You know, Star Trek, Fleet Command, download and play today. Get your free, you know, Captain Kirk player or you know, this captain or that captain, yeah. What they don't tell you is that it's so fucking pay to win that you, like, literally there's no point in even playing it. And pay to win? And microtransaction? Like, shit. I mean, another company, Bungie, with the Destiny franchise. Fuck me, man. Talk about money grubbing. These guys will take the filling out of your teeth and out of your granny's teeth. But, you know, what are you going to do? People are, you know, buying up that new DLC. I mean, Either way, it's not good for the gaming industry. I don't think it's good for gamers in general to do that kind of thing. Like this other thing now with what is it? There's this big movement, stop killing games. I'm like, holy crap. And you don't realize until like literally you read the small print and you're like, hey, wait a minute. Super game. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Danke. But damn it, squirrel brain. I just lost my train of thought. Anyhow, my brain will be back after these messages. Oh,
Over!
that's a messed up thing. I'll be there going on about something, then something will happen, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, da 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 da, and then I'll try to go back to what I was originally on, and I'll be like, oh. It'll only get worse. Oh yeah, trust me, I already know. And that's the thing. I used to have like a memory like a steel trap.
Gegner gesichtet.
Like literally, I could. At one point, I wager I probably could have had easy
Gegner gesichtet.
four to six in-depth conversations on different topics going on at once, and not only be able to like fully recall what was said, but be an active participant to the point where literally, unless you knew I was like talking with like 5 other people, you would think you had my sole attention. Now, fuck, I can't even have a conversation with one person. And it sucks. I honestly think it's my stupid medication that got me on. I think that's what it is, to be completely honest. And the worst part is I'm sitting here trying to remember what the hell I was going on about. Like, I know we were talking about gaming. We were talking about microtransactions. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Stop killing games. There we go. See? Just had to get the hamster wheel turning a bit. But, yeah. So, if you look at
Gegner gesichtet.
the EULA, for example, Ubisoft, if they discontinue a game, so let's say you bought like a hard copy of a game, I don't know, fucking Tony Hawk's, Skater or whatever, just an example, right? Just picking a game out of the top of my head, you know what I mean? Or let's just say FIFA, whatever, right? Doesn't matter, whatever the game is. If they turn around and they go, okay, hey, now we're done. We're shutting the servers down. We're not supporting this game anymore. That's it. End of life. Boom. Do you realize in the terms of their EULA, they expect you to not only delete any copies of the game you have, if you have a physical copy of the game, you're supposed to destroy it. So imagine that, going to, let's say, wherever you buy your games, right? And let's say you buy a hard copy of the game, you spend, I don't know, 60 to 80 bucks on it, right? And then all of a sudden they just turn around and go, yep, okay, whatever. In terms of their EULA is you have to destroy that copy of the game that you bought. Even though you paid 60 to 80 bucks for it, you technically don't own it. And it's written in their terms of service or their end user license agreement, EULA. So, yeah. The more you know, folks. So, it's just interesting, on how gaming has changed since the internet came out. For those of us that are, still young enough to remember, like the original Nintendo or, Atari home systems, stuff like that back in the day. Like when you bought something, it was yours, you owned it. And then I don't know why, but since the internet came out, that just seemed to all have changed. And the thought that you own something anymore has gone out the window. So it's a pain in the ass. Gee, thanks. What is my excuse then? I didn't want to say old. I just, this was like, those of us that are still young enough. I could have said, yeah, those of us that are old enough that remember this shit still. Just trying to be delicate about it. Play the Tiger too much. I honestly, I'll admit that, yeah, I do play the Tiger probably too much. It is probably one of my favorite tanks in the game, to be honest with you. I feel like it's the one tank that's about as, at least in my opinion, I think it's just perfect where it is. I think it's perfectly balanced. And there's not too many tanks out there that, you can get into and you're like, okay, yeah, this is exactly where it needs to be. Which is a good thing. But it's just, I just enjoy playing it. It's fun to play. Like the gun's accurate. There's, it's a heavy tank, but it's still got mobility. It can still block shots. Even though the gun's accurate, it can still dole out damage. It's got a good, DPM. Like overall, it's a good, tank. It's really, really good. So you're toast. Oh my god, I bounced that shot? Yeah, I knew it when I bounced that shot. It was over with, but... just north of 1700. I didn't even... What do we got? That's a bot. Game over. Yeah, you should have taken that takeout first before you shot at the other one, but... bing bong. And this guy's out off in the scenic route. Same as him. Oh my god.
Противник обнаружен.
It's just... This is funny. My eyes are... Yeah. I mean, dude, it's just, it's horrendous. It's like, oh my god. It's horrible. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. Alright. We'll do the Sherman. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Maybe we'll get lucky with the Sherman. And we're on Radix. Let's see, connecting players. Oh, we must be switching over to the evening time crew now. The hamster in the wheel was changed. All right, here we go.
Let's go. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Target destroyed.
The bing bongs. Got a KV2? What is that? Yep.
Enemy sighted.
Bounced. Come on, are you kidding me?
Target destroyed.
Gonna say, like, come on.
Target destroyed.
Too high.
Conquered.
Should have aimed a smidgen lower. But by the time I realized where I was shooting at, I had already fired my shot, and yeah. Bing bong. Let's see here. Bum bum. Play KV2. Love me some derp, derp, derp. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Waiting on this to load. There we go. Dietenheim, we're in. Fingers crossed. Yep, we're in. Okay. Tier 5, 6s. All right, let's go.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен.
Go up the hill.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен.
Come on. Wow, holy Legarati that was. guns.
У нас серьезные повреждения. Наш танк в критическом состоянии.
Shit. It's too late. I thought we had more teammates down there. I didn't check my mini-map. That was on me. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's a bot sandwich if I've ever seen one. Ah. Bing, 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 bong, bing. Let's see here. All right, let's go. Yeah, M3 League. Why not? Mix it up. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Bing bong, bing, 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 bong.
Forward!
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Oh, hey, hey, hey. KV2 versus KV2 is a very interesting match. No, it is. It is. It is. And that's what I mean. Like, this game mode is interesting in that it gives you those kind of battles.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted.
But I get it that it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted.
I think the happy middle ground, you know, like I was saying earlier, is make it optional. That way players who want to play it can, and, you know, people who don't, they don't have to.
Target destroyed.
Oh,
We're hit. Enemy sighted. We're hit. We're badly damaged. Our tank is in critical
how the fuck is he penning me with AP?
Enemy sighted.
Kudos to that dude. I just could not pen him. What are you gonna do? There's M3 Lee on M3 Lee. I just don't know how the hell he was penning me as easy as he was. And I just, yeah. I think I got one solid hit on him. What are you gonna do? Shit happens, I suppose. All right, let's play Luch. All right, in 3, 2, 1, battle. Radix. Oh boy. It's like my eyes are like just dried out.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
Kidding me? Holy shit, I am playing horribly right now. Oh my god, I am playing like a new bum. Oh my god. Can't believe how horribly I'm playing. That's true. It's true, man. Oh my god. That was horrible. All right, we'll play one more.
Over!
Okay, did it give me the Luch again? This does not look like the Panzer II I picked. Okay.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Los getroffen. Wir sind schwer beschädigt. Gegner schwer. Unser Panzer ist in kritischem Zustand. Gegner schwer. Gegner gesichtet. Panzer gestoppt. Wir sind triumphierend.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I selected the... No, I selected the Panzer II. Like literally, I selected the Panzer II, the off C. Like this is the tank I picked. I didn't pick the Luch. I mean, we just came out of a battle in the Luch where I got bing bonged, like pretty much at the start of the match because I was playing like an idiot. But yeah, okay. So we've seen that there. Yeah, see, there we go. This is exactly the tank I picked. So it's sitting here. So, I did that before. Once gave you another tank when you wanted the Sherman. Yeah, it was just odd. Odd. Definitely odd. What are you going to do? Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Want to see Okay, is he live? It said that he was live. 7 minutes ago. Okay. I was like, dude, I was just gonna raid you. Game's trolling you. Yeah. I hear you. All right. That's odd. What are you gonna do? All right, folks. I'm gonna punch out of here for now. My eyes are killing me. And yeah. So I'm just I don't know. I'm gonna go put some eye drops in or something and just lay down with my eyes closed. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Anyhow, I will try to be back for some more Panzerkampf before Monday. If not, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will catch you for that. Please stick around for the raid, folks. Get your channel points, all kinds of stuff you can bing bong, and hey, it's it's a good thing. Let's spread some love, right? So yeah, like I said, I will try and be back with some more Panzerkampf before Monday. If not, hopefully Monday we'll be back. Just real life's a bitch right now. What are you gonna do? And I'm going to try and make tonight's stream. Probably gonna do some Skull and Bones. So hey, if you're here for that, great. If not, then we'll catch you when we catch you. But until then, you guys take her easy, stay frosty, and thank you for hanging out. I'm going to get out of here and get this raid going. Thank you so much, everybody. Hopefully you have a great weekend if I don't see you between now and Monday. But till then, A2Kate is out. Have a good one, folks. Thank you.
Surely we can do more to defeat the enemy.
Gameplay first.
Enemy sighted.
Right balance.
This is a great day for our nation.
No pay to win. Download Panzerkampf now.